In our last class, we had discussed about American War of Independence. And here, in this part of the lesson, we are going to discuss about French Revolution. The French Revolution that had happened in 1789. Here, in the beginning, we have to discuss about the situations or the reasons or the circumstances that had led to a revolution in France. We can classify the reasons or the circumstances that had existed in France that led to a revolution. That are the autocracy of king. First one, the autocracy of king. And the second one, the French society. And the third one, the influence of thinkers. And the fourth one, it is the financial crisis in France. In the beginning of this part of lesson, you can see some statements of the royal family of France that are given there in your textbook. You please see that. The statement of Louis XIV, Louis XV, and Marie Antoinette, etc. You please read that. In France, 9/10 of population died of hunger. At the same time, 1/10 died of indigestion. That means major people were dying because of lack of food, because of hunger. At the same time, a few, 1/10 are dying as a result of indigestion because of the usage of overfood. This shows the situations in French society. A few people in the society were enjoying all the rights and luxuries. A few people in France were enjoying all the privileges and all the luxuries in the society. At the same time, a lot of people, they were suffering lack of food and all the miseries. While we are thinking about the French society, we can see that it was classified into three: first stage, second stage, and the third stage. You can see the miseries faced by the third stage and the luxuries that were enjoyed by the first stage and the second stage in our textbook, that is given there in our textbook as a chart. You please read that. Then these were the miseries faced by the French people. The third stage or the commons who faced all miseries, those who had no participation in the government, they were dissatisfied and they looked for a chance to revolt against the autocratic rule of Louis Kings in France. It was the second reason. It was second reason or the social reasons for the French Revolution. And the third reason, the influence of thinkers. While saying about the American Revolution, we had studied that there were influence of some Enlightenment thinkers like John Locke and Thomas Paine. And here we can see three thinkers: Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu were the important thinkers who had influenced the thoughts and minds of the people of France. And here in our textbook, we can see the words of Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. That's given there in our textbook. And about physiocrats and philosophers also given there in our textbook. You please read that. This influence of thinkers that caused for a rise of common people in France. About at this time, France faced another threat. It was a huge financial crisis. As a result of the extravagant and luxurious life of the first estate and the second estate and the king and the royal family, and the continuous war engaged by the France, and the financial assistance to the American War of Independence. At the time of American War of Independence, France had given financial assistance to America. All these made a bankruptcy in France, financial crisis in France. The Louis XVI was the king at that time in France, and he could not meet a solution for the financial crisis in France. So he decided to call the Legislative Assembly of France. It was called as State General. He decided to call State General of France, the Legislative Assembly of France. In the Legislative Assembly of France, the representatives of First Estate, Second Estate and Third Estate were there. But while taking a decision, they were voting. But this voting were for the estates, not for the persons. Voting were not for individuals, but for estates only. One vote for First Estate, one vote for Second Estate, and one vote for Third Estate. So traditionally, while taking a decision, the First Estate and Second Estate will join together and they will defeat the Third Estate. And at this time, the Third Estate demanded that every individual want to get a voting power. Then in your textbook, the members of First Estate, Second Estate and Third Estate, the numbers of members are given there in our textbook in a chart. You please see that. While examining that chart, you can understand that the numbers of Third Estate was higher than the First Estate and the Second Estate. So when the Third Estate demanded for individual voting, the First Estate and the Second Estate objected it. King also objected it. When the argument went on, the Third Estate declared themselves as the National Assembly of France, and they summoned a conference, a meeting in the nearby tennis court hall, and declared that they announced that they will not depart from there, they will not leave from there until they frame a constitution for France. This oath was called as Oath of Tennis Court. It is an important incident in French Revolution. This type of important incidents are given there in our textbook as a chart. You please read that. They prepared a constitution for France, and according to that constitution, France became a republic. And at this time, the rest of Europe, the other countries in Europe, the neighboring countries of France, were looking what is happening in France. Because anything that is happening in France, that may influence other parts of Europe. The words of Metternich, that is given there in our textbook. You please see that. When France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. That are the words of Metternich. The impact of French Revolution, that is there in that words. the impact of French Revolution that is given there in our textbook as a chart. You please see that. In the Constitution of France, the ideologies of thinkers like Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire are reflected. That also you can see in our textbook. Some parts from the Constitution that are given there in our textbook. The French Revolution, it was happened for some noble ideologies. But after the revolution, the incidents that happened in France that were not satisfactory, because the neighboring countries of France and England backed the royal family and the supporters of royal family of France, and they tried to make internal violence in France. A lot of problems had to face after the French Revolution. That's why after the revolution also France went to an autocracy, under an autocratic rule of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte seized the power of France in 1799, and he announced himself as the Emperor of France. He made several wars to make France powerful in Europe. He tried to satisfy the ideals of French Revolution. He tried to make several reforms in France. You can see the reforms of Napoleon in our textbook. It is given there as a chart. You please read that. The other European countries, the neighboring countries of France and Britain, feared that the ideals of French Revolution and the power of Napoleon may spread to other parts of Europe and become a threat to Britain. That's why they joined together and fought against Napoleon, and they defeated Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo in 1850. All these are about French Revolution. As an activity, you please prepare 2 tables. One showing the major events in French Revolution and another table showing the major impacts of French Revolution. We can see later within another class, and wind up for today. Goodbye.